Who is the villain in your story? Who or what is the villain in your story? Take a second. Someone or something comes to mind. Our minds create a villain because someone or something has to be the villain. And in our minds, we've already cast them. The villain is your neighbor who keeps doing that one thing. The villain is your parent who voted for the other person. The villain is the politician you hate. It's your coworker, it's your boss. But rarely do we actually turn the lens inward. Rarely do we ask, what is this experience showing me? What is being stirred up in me right now that has nothing to do with them, but actually everything? But our ego doesn't want that question. Our ego mobilizes, our ego builds the case. Our ego goes on defense because our story needs the villain. Our belief system needs it in order for us to feel validated. And this is exactly how negative belief systems perpetuate themselves. It casts a villain. The villain plays their part and does a lovely job at it, and we feel justified. The story repeats, the belief gets stronger, and it just repeats as a cycle. In moments like this, we become hypervigilant. Our hypervigilance keeps us in a state of feeling righteous because obviously feeling righteous is easier than feeling wrong. And what we generally find is that when we are trying to defend, when we are trying to prove, we are hurting. We are holding on for dear life because, God forbid, our image of self shatters and we have to reorient our entire life around a new belief system. That's actually what's being protected, not the truth, not the point we're making. It's our image. So this is where self-awareness comes in. This is where we pause and we go, and I know what's going on here. I've been around this block before. I've been here, done that, got a t-shirt. This feels familiar. And then we begin to interrogate the belief instead of obeying it. We ask, is this actually true? Or is this just the story that has been running? And of course, this shatters our image because, damn, what if I'm actually wrong? What if the villain I've cast was never actually the villain? What if the thing I've been defending isn't even real? When we recognize someone or something else as the villain, we're really doing something else. We're saying that part of them is not acceptable. Part of them doesn't deserve to be loved. That part of them isn't worthy. That part of them isn't redeemable. And that becomes another reflector into our own reality. Because the parts of other people we decide are unlovable, those are the parts of ourselves we've also decided are unlovable. The villain we cast outside is a mirror of the parts of ourselves we have exiled. This is not to say that people don't do some crazy things. They do. Real harm exists, and we are allowed to name it. But as we continue to judge, as we continue to shame, we close the gap between what has room for love. We close our own hearts. And our closed hearts cannot heal anything, not in them, not in us, and not in the world. So when we deepen our level of awareness, we open space. We open space for curiosity to come in. We open space for more compassion with ourselves and with the person we were just about to cast as the villain. We open space to let go of all the ways our minds perpetuate stories that keep us from living in the center of our hearts. So when moments like this arrive, and they will, you ask yourself, why do I feel threatened? What am I trying to protect? Who have I cast as the villain? And what is this costing me? What feeling am I actually trying to avoid? And perhaps the most tender one, what part of them am I refusing to love? And is this the same part of myself I have refused to love? Part of this practice, part of this exercise of becoming really is being self-aware enough to let go of those belief systems, to loosen the grip, to choose your heart over the upper hand, to turn the lens inward, to keep your heart open, even here, even now, even with them.